Yeah.
Y'all, I'm about to get stupid fatted. About to get some right here. I'm about to get some right here. Shout out Tattoo Linton at Tattoo Linton. About to get blasted. I'm gonna have the whole. It's gonna be so. So we can get started. Have our discussion for the day. I had a real long day today, so the fact that I'm smiling right now and energetic says a lot. I come in peace, sir. What do the comments say? What they say? What they say? That's Lieutenant Mike. Still got the guns. You know. You see him. You know I'm not even flexing. You see him. Episode
48.
48. We're only 2 episodes away from 50. Oh my God. 50. It's going down. August 22nd.
Yeah.
Huh? It's going to be a party. 50th episode. August 22nd. If you in Atlanta.
Be there or be square.
Spring. Come through. Come twerk something.
No.
Yes. Come eat at Pazooka. At Pazooka. Even that's the Instagram at Pazooka Lounge. Gonna eat. Listen to some music, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Y'all might want to try to battle me in a dance contest. No, I'm just joking.
Have a karaoke.
Oh my God, karaoke? Another one? Oh, I'm ready now. See, last time I did karaoke was I only did it one time. One time in my life, I did it.
How are you doing?
Oh,
Hello, and welcome to the Necessary Unnecessary podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag. This is your host,
Frisco
in the building. We have episode 48. And today we're going to talk about getting out the country, moving and living. Because a lot of people talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all ain't got your passport, so you ain't going to visit other countries. But
right.
The fall of the Roman Empire is evidence that the fall of America and is coming into play, and at some day in time, like, empires don't stay on top forever. You know what I mean? So we got to start looking at other countries, folks. We got to start looking at other countries.
Are you going somewhere?
Am I going somewhere? I've been a lot of places.
Where would you
go somewhere?
Where would you go? This would be interesting. Yeah, he's been all around the world and back. I've only been like halfway around.
I think people be traveling, going to places that other people be going.
Right.
Like everybody be going to this place
Cabo,
and that place and Aruba.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you go there with all the same people that you spend time with in America. I go out the country differently. I be scouting. I be seeing, okay, can I really
live here?
Can I really survive here knowing just English? Because learning another language is hard.
Right.
So Mexico is out of the question. I've seen some nice stuff in Mexico, but you're going to have to learn Spanish.
But it's easy to learn.
It is, but I don't think I'm willing to learn another language like that, for real. You know, I mean, I guess I will if I had to, but Asia is off the market.
Oh man, can you imagine trying to learn?
You think, man?
Cantonese, Mandarin, they got a bunch of different dialects too.
When I went to China and Japan, I was with this family, and they happened to be from San Francisco. We was on the shuttle to the airport. I was leaving, and they was like whispering to each other. I'm sitting in there like, man, what's wrong with them? And then the mom finally goes, "Do you speak English?" They ain't know know if I was African or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I speak English. I'm like, oh my God, we've been out here for 2 weeks and nobody speaks English. So you can't move to Asia. I mean, you can, but
you gotta be willing to learn their language.
Man, it's hard to learn.
Same thing when it comes to America.
It is hard to learn that bujitsu. I ain't gonna lie. It ain't even no letters over there. It's just symbols.
Wait, what is it called?
Bujitsu.
This is what I gotta deal with, y'all. Bujitsu. That's what
it's hard to learn that bujitsu, cause I ain't gonna lie. So I think of all the places that I've seen, it depends on how and why and when I would leave. But if I was leaving leisurely and I really just had it like that, I would say Dubai. If I was really on some escape plan stuff.
Dubai?
Yeah, because I spoke English the whole time. I got to where I was going. It wasn't no problem.
You clearly don't want to have no woman out there in Dubai.
What? You've never been to Dubai.
No, I'm talking about the women can't do nothing.
Yeah, that's Abu Dhabi.
That's what
in Dubai, it's more set up like for tourists and for it's not as strict as Abu Dhabi.
But they still strict on women.
They walk around. I went to Abu Dhabi and I went to Dubai. So Abu Dhabi, yeah, you gotta wear the whole covering. They don't play da 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 da. You in the mosque da 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 da. But Dubai, you could do Dubai because they know people are coming out there and they hire Americans to teach English and different stuff like that. Here, da, 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 da. Immediately, I'm in Cuba.
I would love to go to Cuba.
Yeah, they was fooling with me heavy in Cuba. You know what I mean? So I would say, I hope y'all forget this. So don't look for me.
I will move to
London. They just as racist in London. That's where they got all that stuff out here.
I mean, I know. That's you gonna deal with that down there anywhere, for real. But I would move there because I lived there for 6 weeks. And
a lot of other countries require the kids learn English. We are spoiled in the U.S.
All right, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would move to London.
Yeah, because everybody be coming over here.
Right.
You know, so it's time for us to start going over there.
No, I think me and Cedric really talked about that. Like, I would move to like English predominant language. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and there's
not even predominant language, but enough people there that speak English, and they tourist centered to where you can function in their country without learning their
language. And they have everything.
So I ain't gonna lie, for real.
London is dope.
I ain't gonna lie. I need to scope out Africa. I need to go to different parts of Africa. No, Rwanda is really like pushing for us to come back to Africa.
So it's got
the countries that offer dual citizenship in Africa for African Americans, I need to visit each one so I can see what they really talk about. Let me touch down out there and see what's popping, see what's wiggling. What y'all got going on out here, Babatunde?
You go before you move.
Hey, Babatunde, what you got cracking out here?
You and these names, that's not a real person. He's just.
It is a real person.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying.
I can't stand you.
That's my man's in there, Babatunde. I might find my cousins from you.
This is what I got to deal with, y'all.
But nah, for real though. I mean, I know Marcus Garvey used to be on his Back to Africa stuff, but you know, it's different now. You know what I mean? It ain't like we showing back up on the ship and like we ain't got nothing. Like you could. It's money in Africa. They try to make y'all think it ain't no money in Africa.
That's where all the gold
They try to make y'all think it's just huts and kids with flies and stuff out here. But I've been watch Netflix.
Africa has always
watch Netflix. There's people balling in Africa. So you need to bring your resources. You need to bring your, you know what I mean? You need to offer something to the motherland and go out there and, you feel me, find your niche out there in Africa. Because trying to fit into America has become exhausting. And everybody is chasing the same dollar out here. Everybody's chasing the same dollar out here. So if you can find your niche, I mean, let's go to Africa. necessary.
Oh, yeah.
You went to Egypt. Where else did you go when you was out there?
We went to all different. We went to Cairo. We went to Giza. We went to. Oh my God.
Those are all in Egypt?
Yes. They're all different cities. We went to like at least.
I've never been to Africa though. I've been to all these places. If I would have knew I was that close in Dubai, I would have skipped down to Africa right quick. Just like, let me get a flight to Africa for a day, just so I could say I touched the soil.
I touched the pyramids, fuck the soil.
Yeah.
Like it was like breathtaking. And then we got our room. We had like it was like a Airbnb, but in like a hotel. You know what I mean? So it was literally right across the street from the pyramids. Okay. So when we walked outside, you literally see the pyramids. It's that close. I did that on purpose. I was like, I need to see the pyramids when I wake up in the morning. That's the first thing I need to see are pyramids. So, but the people, if you are black, I'm gonna tell you now, they gonna fuck with you all the way. Mm-hmm. They gonna give you the discounts. They gonna tell you the history. They will tell you they know they're black, and they know why they look the way they do. Saudi Arabia and all that's right there, right? So they already know the intermixing and all this war and conquer and all this stuff that went on. They know their history, so they'll tell you now. If you are white,
we ain't even talking to the white people.
I'm just saying, when we are, they watch it too. Should we? Anyway, listen. They gonna take full advantage of you 100% because they think Americans have a lot of money. Yeah, but compared to them, when you travel around the world for real and go to countries that are poor, realistically, but to us, we're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful, right? But realistically, the people are poor. They're in Egypt, they're so poor, like literally the stores on the street have jugs of water on the outside, right? And so we were like, what's the jugs of water for? For the neighborhood, for the people in the neighborhood who do not have water. They can come and get clean water. That's what I'm saying. And they take care of each other.
So I need to go to the Philippines. I need to go to different places where they say dollar stretch.
Oh, the Philippines.
If you stack up enough scratch, your money will go much further if you transfer it into dirham, yen, and you feel me, Deutschmarks, and you feel me like that. Man, I done traded my money in for like that currency trading is a real thing for sure. I had bread when I was in Dubai because the American dollar is 3 dirham out there. I bought an Adidas sweatsuit for like $15 and it was dope. So we need to broaden your horizon.
See, I heard so different.
Man, I went out there myself because I need to know for myself. I don't want to hear what nobody else.
But see, you're a man though. It's different for you. I've met women from there, who are older than us, and they left there because they did not like the way women were treated. You know what I mean? And they moved to America. So, and when you hear that, even when I went to Egypt, right?
Yeah. Bring your own woman if you go.
They would look at you. No, for real. In Egypt, they were looking at me and Cedric like, "What the hell?" They were looking at us because it's like when I would talk and he wouldn't say anything. You know what I mean? It's like I'm talking for both of us, and out there, that's not the culture.
Yeah, they like,
you see what I'm saying? Like, so for me, that's already a problem, bro. Because I know it. Yes.
But you gotta be able to.
You gotta be able to adapt.
You gotta be able to.
You have to. If you go to
at
other
least
countries.
somewhat when you're out in public and you're trying to interact and you're trying to do stuff.
Right, you have to. Yes.
They will look at him.
I didn't like it.
That's disrespectful.
Right, exactly.
You know
and they would look at it like that. And so I would tell them like, hey, look how they look at us. You know what I mean?
And I know Ced's a soldier.
You already know.
You
but
feel me? He ain't even worried about it.
Exactly.
But the perception.
They look at them and they would look at us, and I was like, oh, okay, let me fall back. And I would, you know what I mean? And I would fall back. Even when we went to certain parts of Egypt, women had to cover up.
Why should we have to leave the U.S.? Shouldn't we fight to fix the U.S.? All right.
Yes.
Let's get that.
Okay.
Let's get that.
Okay.
Could. We done been out here way too long. The U.S. ain't fixable. It's tolerable, barely, sometimes, but fix the U.S.
It's really
not our job.
The only way to fix the U.S. is if we have to get rid of everybody in the Senate and Congress and everything, start everything.
No, but the way it's designed, it's woven into the fabric. This systematic racism is woven into the fabric of the U.S.
Oh, you talking about racism? Yeah. Oh, well, that's never going anywhere.
I'm just saying.
That's
she said
it.
fix
Unfortunately,
it.
never going to.
In order to fix it, it's gonna be like capitalism, racism, socialism, sexism. It's too many isms to fix. You gotta fix all those. How do you fix the U.S.? The U.S. That's why we was gonna do the episode on the Roman Empire, the U.S. being like the Roman Empire, because I mean, at some point in time, it's like we've been running stuff for way too long, and then you feel me? Other countries are watching us.
Who has been running the country?
Old white people, the GOP, the 1%. That's who got to say it. You feel me?
That's why I say this.
Only way to fix this country.
We need change.
The only way to fix this country is to even the playing field. And nobody's never going to even the playing field on this country because it's already designed to keep certain people down and keep other people down. If you find a glitch in the matrix and you slide through there and you get something, they'll call you an exception. You know what I mean? But you better not go back and try to teach nobody else that glitch because they'll shut you down. That's what I believe be happening to Oprah, Cosby, Diddy. If you even try to, bring somebody else with you, they'll let you be an exception, but don't try to bring everybody else with you. We ain't got enough room for them.
You ain't got enough room for them. Not enough room.
No,
we don't for us.
No, that's what they be like. We'll let you in because you're smart or you this or
who
you
is
that.
We?
The man. People act like the man don't exist. You ever see Undercover Brother 1 and 2? Watch Undercover Brother 1 and 2. It's the man. The man exists for sure.
The man is everything. Like,
you keep playing. It's the 1%. It's the FBI.
I'm not playing. I already know.
And I don't even feel comfortable saying that stuff because they be on my line.
And see, now listen to what you said. That's the type of president people want us to have that attacks that type of stuff that you just said, Julie, you want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you think of that, that's the person who they really going to try to take out for real.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, when people are like, oh, we need a president who's going to talk about eliminating this and this, working on this. So you want someone who's basically going to get assassinated because they're talking about stuff that shouldn't be talked about.
Look at this. We should not look to politicians to solve our problems. Politicians are after their own interests. They're after their own, they got lobbyists that's paying them to push certain agendas. We cannot depend on politicians to make the right decisions for us because they're going to make the right decisions for them and tell us they're for them. Tell them they're for us, but they're really for them. Right. You know what I mean? So we cannot depend on politicians to fix America. They're not trying to fix America. They're playing politics in Washington. And everybody in Washington disagrees with everything that everybody says. And they lie, and they cheat, and they steal, and they cover up, and they backbite, and they do all these things because they are pushing their own agenda and the agenda of the people that are backing them. Them checks ain't nothing. Them people make like $100,000 a year. They real money come from lobbyists.
What checks?
The like how much you get paid like $1,000 a year to be president.
It's not that much.
You don't get paid over $200,000 to be Congress. So
it's the
lobbyists
fact that
and all that other stuff, that money, that's what they moving for. They after their own interest. So you can vote for these people, but they definitely got interest involved. Everybody got interest. And they lie. And they cheat. And they steal to push them agendas.
Certain agendas we better hope don't get pushed. So I was doing my own research on that, and there has been a lot of propositions that were propositions.
That's what they were.
And then the Senate was like, yeah, no, you need 60 more people to go ahead.
What they do, what they call that stuff?
You know how hard it is. Oh, you're talking about
You know they send it to your house and make you
yes,
fill it out.
it's-
How many
no, no,
people live in
it's on the
there?
tip of my
It's a
tongue.
survey
It's
where they
called
keep track of every single
census. There you go.
census.
Yes.
So the census is
And I couldn't say last time I filled out a census. Anybody in my
census
household. So
is that's what they operating on, and they trying to sway votes to pass laws to push their agenda. So that's why last episode I told y'all stop worrying about who's president. Stop worrying about that big stuff that they want to push in front of your face and start worrying about the little stuff because they're in your home. They're on your phone. They are listening. They are watching. They are seeing how you're voting, and they are using that to manipulate the economy.
yeah, but we still need to worry about who's president.
We do.
We
But
still
what
definitely
does
need
the
to worry
president
about that.
really do?
Still need to worry about
But
that.
some people are really only worried about who's president. The president have a limited
Oh, I'm
amount
not
of
talking
power.
about. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what comes with that a particular person even winning. You know what I mean? What type of
Look,
you feel one way, I feel another. Like I
we
said,
got too political on this.
like I said, it definitely matters who becomes
This
president.
episode is about getting up out of here because it may come a point in time where the breakdown of society comes in America, and you will have to either leave or deal with the circumstances that come.
Oh, we gonna be ready. We already talking about that.
So,
We gonna be ready.
my people, where my people at? My people. Check this out. Get you an exit plan. Another country that don't have no expedition laws that will let you in with dual citizenship in case they fix it in
Get your passport. I need to get mine back.
first. We can do our next series.
You ready? You sure? You wanna go first, or you turned up?
Always let's go first. Ladies first. We got young feet in the building doing their thing.
So, my necessary travel. Experience different cultures.
Don't go just to turn
No, like really go and experience the culture. The food, that's a big thing for me because if you're gonna be living in the country,
That's true.
you definitely need to really look into the food because if you can't eat the food, like certain countries, you can't drink their water.
That's
you know what
true.
I mean?
That's true.
It's a real thing.
That's true.
So
We spoiled in America.
Man, that's one
as
reason.
terrible as it is.
I was like, it's hard to leave, so you really got to do your research and travel and go to different places and experience it for yourself. Period. Like travel and unnecessary. To stay in here in America. Like, for real, like, you got people who've never even left their state before. You know what I mean? That is mind-boggling when I meet people my age. They're
Good
like,
luck.
I've never left Georgia. I'm like,
Been
what?
outside.
You've never,
Outside.
you've never been, like, even to Vegas? You ain't been to New York? You ain't been to LA, Miami? You ain't been to the beaches? You ain't, like, I mean, I've been to all those places, but I'm just, you've never even been, like, to those places, just those places within your country. So, you leaving the country is going to be really mind-boggling. You know what I mean? So it's unnecessary to stay dormant, basically.
Okay. My necessary. It's just one thing. Get your passport. Apply for your passport. Pay for your passport. It's under $200.
I got to update mine.
You feel me? I just renewed mine last year. I don't have a stamp in it yet, but when I get the stamping, just know
Right.
we out. You feel me? Oh, when we get the stamping. When we get the stamping.
I
You
lost
feel me?
my
It's
stamp.
so necessary. They sent me mine back with my stamps in there from my previous. It was a couple of stamps in there.
They did it?
They sent it back.
Because mine was stolen.
But my new passport ain't got no stamps. Catch me like Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is it's necessary? You feel me? But it's necessary to have your passport, use your passport, get stamped up, because and don't go just on some my friends are going to boo 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 to boo 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 and do the same stuff that you do in America. Really go out there with things in mind.
Take it
around.
in.
You feel me? Because we might need to evacuate this bug Civil War.
People of color, I'm trying to get on board.
Civil War and all the likes. You feel me? My unnecessary. How would I say? To be oblivious to all that's going on around you. Like it is a distinct possibility that the right things are going that, this ain't the spot for real. You better get racked up, shawty, and shaking. Stuck here and people is scooting and booting and shooting and zooting and you feel me? Like it might go up around this thing for real.
Might want to get you
and you ain't in position to really make that move, then you gonna be stuck here. So leave your option open, folks. That's it's unnecessary to not have no options.
Or no protection.
And you just depending upon hand to mouth, the government, this, that, and the third, and I'm so tired of depending on them people that you feel me do for me. So don't let them people control your life into where you'll end up back in slavery.
It's gonna be hard.
And it ain't cotton you picking.
It's gonna be hard to put it on your job.
It ain't cotton no more. So I don't know what the new slavery gonna be, but it's probably dead. It's probably, you feel me, manual labor like they doing, because slavery still exists in the prison system. Now you make it license plates and whatever they want you to do. That's what they be doing in there and all kind of stuff. But I'm just saying, give yourself some options. What is she laughing at? I'm serious. They gonna steal your labor, cuz.
They're putting out wildfires. You know what I'm saying? No, I really, next place I'm going to is definitely gonna be in Africa.
All right, we out, y'all. Broaden your horizons, travel the world, see some things, do some things, set up your exit plan. It's necessary.
Travel.
We out. Okay, don't share the Care Ministries no more.
What?
Don't share the Care Ministries.
I cannot hear you.
Don't